Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USF's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional.
Makes the grab past the marker. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Bulls are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4. And
there he goes. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And the Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on first down. He'll get rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Bulls are threatening on first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them.
That is such a good job by the defense on third down in their own end, rallying to the drag throw. Lots of offenses love to throw that because oftentimes there's a pick, a guy gets free, and he's able to just walk in. But the defense was prepared, and they're ready for it.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, USF. They grab the early lead.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Taking it the other way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
team's made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Wiggins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was due from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They'll keep it on the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defensively, you know they're going to run it. You know they're going to try to create some space offensively and just try to run out of the goal line. So that's a frustrating one that hurts because the run game comes downhill. He gets a big gain, and now out of the own end zone. Now no safety to worry about. You can pass, you can run, the whole playbook at your disposal.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pressure coming. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man to the left. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it
drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw it. Throws to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Offense in a bunch formation. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Heel off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Bring in the heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Buys a little extra time. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And makes the catch. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Creates a little space. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they can't make the connection.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Touchdown, South Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Canes will send out the punt unit and see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Cavazos. Oh, what a move to get open. Speeding down the left side. The 20, the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Bulls. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Can't get him to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. And off from the shotgun. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of 1. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Under fire. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls it and fires to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, the ground game. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. Quick step and go.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Back to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Hurricane! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing. To fumble in that situation and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, USF. The defense gets it done with that huge interception.
tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to sling it on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding.
He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
Yeah, I love coaching staffs that want to stay aggressive. And here's a team that's up in the fourth quarter. And the coach is still letting his guy throw the football around, but you got to make better decisions. I mean, at this point, you're risking your team's ability to win this football game. You got to be more conservative.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season. Undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right?